if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, but until then, I've got more important things to do.
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going on in Tackle. Your check the innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
We found someone buried here. Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it?
That sounds interesting. Thank you. Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
I need to speak with Sir Otto.
With the Royal Chamberlain? Are you yanking my official pizzle?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is in charge of things.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in the castle.
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? That's your problem. I'm not going to put in a word for you. I hardly know you.
Next time, have a bath before you come to see me, you pig.
As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so. In this province, not a squirrel farts without my knowing.
So, if I needed to get something, you'd certainly be able to tell me where, right?
Depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Burgau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith in Tachon. He might at least sell you an iron helmet.
You don't know of anything better?
Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
It's hard to explain. There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Well, it doesn't really matter. Why are you so interested anyway? Fine armor like that belongs in the hands of a knight.
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right, no need to lose your temper. I'll tell you. In short, they say the armor of ancient Bohemian Prince Brunswick is hidden here, waiting for some valiant knight to find it. I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated. But you'd be surprised how many fools have set off to find it.
Where did Brunswick's armor come from?
It is said that George the Lion of Württemberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord Chenyek of Württemberg, who built Truscott. This George spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas. A suspiciously long amount of time, if you know what I mean.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie and George overpowered it with his bare hands and laid it at the king's feet, still alive. As a reward, Wenceslas gave young Wartenberg the name Lion and the armor of his ancestor, Prince Brunswick. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long. He caught the plague at a tournament abroad, died on his way back to his king, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek didn't want to give it to him, claiming he had the hereditary right to it. It looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but fortunately Lord Chenyek was completely destitute by then, so he sold all of Trusky and the armor to the king.
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
Because he didn't have any choice, my friend. He never found the armor. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. While he did leave the armor here, he never told anyone where. It's said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts. Who knows if there's any truth to the tale.
Who exactly was this Brunswick?
You don't know, lad? Educate yourself. Brunswick was a famous Czech prince who won the lion for our country's coat of arms.
Really? How is it that I've never heard of him?
Perhaps because he never existed. Prince Vladislav II got the lion for our coat of arms for helping Emperor Frederick I, known as Redbeard.
But you just said that...
Brunswick is just a legend, but a quite lovely one, I'll give you that.
Could you recount for me the legend of Brunswick?
Well, why not? Brunswick was a valiant Bohemian prince. He lived in a time when our country had an eagle on its coat of arms, but that wasn't good enough for him, so he decided to head out into the world and gain the mark of a more powerful animal.
A man after my own heart.
You may think so, but his wife was none too happy. Her name is Ludmilla, and she begged Brunswick 100 times to stay home, but he just couldn't be persuaded. Still, he loved her very much, so he took her ring and told her that unless someone came and showed her that ring during the next 7 years, she should wait for his return. But if he failed to return after 7 years, that would mean he would never return.
Damn. He didn't come back, did he?
Don't skip ahead. We'll get to that. Brunswick's party set out to sea, but didn't get far. They were drawn in by an island with a mysterious mountain of amber that holds all ships and prevents them from leaving. Over time, the men on the deserted island died of starvation, leaving only Brunswick, who noticed that once a year a great bird called Noh came to the island to hunt, and so the clever knight hid in his horse's hide at just the right time. And when the bird came, it mistook him for prey and carried him away. So Brunswick wandered on. After some time on the road, the prince came across something unprecedented. A duel between a lion and a 9-headed dragon. So, what do you think Brunswick did at that moment?
Well, considering what he later added to the coat of arms, I expect he helped the lion, eh?
Smart. Brunswick rushed to out the lion, and together they killed the dragon. And from that time on, they were stalwart companions. The lion even followed him all the way back to Bohemia. Except, by then, it was already too late. It had already been exactly 7 years to the day since Brunswick set off on his journey. His wife, Ludmilla, who had until that time valiantly resisted all suitors, was about to remarry, but at the wedding feast, Brunswick managed to drop the ring in her cup, so it all turned out well. For Brunswick, that is. Not so for Ludmilla's new groom, but the lion took care of that.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad, if it even really exists. But I do have a little bit of advice for you. Sir Chenyek, who they say hid the armor, left behind a riddle. It's a test that must be passed by whoever wants to find it. Do you want to hear it?
Hang on, though. How come you never went looking for that armor yourself? Don't tell me you wouldn't be interested in such a valuable item.
What? Me? Go chasing around this bandit-infested land after some riddle? No thanks. Besides, God alone knows the truth behind it. It's said Sir Chenyek quarreled with the king over the armor, but some fishwife might have made the whole thing up. And you won't find me betting my life on such a slim chance.
And how did that riddle go?
Wait, how was it? Oh, I've got it. Take your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the all of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, 2 guards of stone. Behind whom yearn for treasure lays. Between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle niche, yet deeper still, a place to give one's art to God. Behold, my armor gleaming still.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. We've got east, west, midday, midnight. Bloody hell! I think I know where it is.
Really? Well, seems you've got something between your ears then, lad. And you know what? I've got something else for you. Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in Prague too, but he died of the plague before he could do it. I'm not too certain about Brunswick and his armor, but this is certainly true, because I have a copy of George's order here. Here, take it, as a keepsake. And now, go.
Keep the peace.
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
God be with you.
Ouais, c'est par là. Non, c'est pas ça. C'est pas ça. J'ai besoin d'un lit.
Put some clothes on, you scoundrel.
I was just changing clothes. Right away.
Ah, peut-être là, il y a un lit. Oh là là. C'est dur de trouver un endroit pour dormir, hein. Ah ouais? C'est quoi ça? Oh, les pommes. Mon petit ruisseau. Ça. Je suis sûr ça, je peux dormir dans ça. Eh non. Eh non, eh non, eh non. Non. J'ai besoin de sauvegarder. Je peux pas dormir sur ça? Non. Ah, le château est là-bas. Il y a le boucher là. Le chien. Il n'y a pas un endroit pour dormir?
Did you drink away your horse?
Ok, j'ai pas le droit d'aller là. Ok. Ok. Putain, j'aurais dû sauvegarder tout à l'heure. Elle ne me parle pas. Boucher, je vois pas qu'est-ce que je peux faire avec. Elle a le linge là. Elle me parle pas. Elle est assise comme ça, elle va me parler. Elle me parle pas. Bien sûr.
I was just changing clothes. Right away.
Non. Oh putain, je veux juste trouver un endroit pour sauvegarder. C'est pas là. Ok. Du coup, Toi, tu me parles pas. Il me semble que c'était... par là. Oui, c'est ça. Oh, sa mère. Pour sauvegarder. Il est 15h. On va dormir jusqu'à demain matin. Je peux pas dormir trop. Je veux juste sauvegarder. Je fais toujours ça. Je peux toujours pas sauvegarder. Oh putain. Je peux pas arrêter quand je veux quoi.
Il attend de faire un peu comme il n'a pas de mon fils. Il a loupé.
Vous pouvez manger, c'est prêt. Ouais, je vais manger.
Je peux l'avoir à Deliverance.
Qui sera là ce soir? Oh, tu dois bien comme il faut là. Est-ce que tu l'as senti? C'est bien, mon Dieu.
Oh sa mère. Il faudrait que j'aille là. Et là. Et là. Donc je suis là, donc il faudrait que je rentre là.
Et en plus, dans ma vie, il y a un mec qui ne pas sous l'argent. À chaque fois qu'il est là-bas, il ne connaît pas sous l'argent.
Il y a des pâtes pour le dessert. Oh, Johan, tu manges? Je t'ai fait du poulet sans cuisine. C'est ça que tu manges. Oui ou non? Oui ou non, Johan? J'ai fait du poulet sans cuisine.
Le moment où une taverne est ouverte la nuit. Sauvegarder et quitter.